Welcome filmmakers, fans, and friends to Indie Cinema Showcase, your #1 source for filmmaking conventions and everything in between. I'm Christina Carmona.
And I'm Jeremy Carpenter. Together we'll be bringing you the best and brightest that Florida has to offer with focus on Central Florida.
In today's episode, we'll be speaking with filmmaker Luis Miranda and checking out his film's teaser trailer for the Boogie Movie.
We will also revisit some of our past events and then check out what films you should see before you die.
All right, let's get things started. Meet Josiah, a hustling teen running a food biz, caring for his dad and chasing a better life. But when he and his best friend Andy find a bag of cash, drugs, and a mysterious briefcase, things get wild. For our Show Us Your Shorts, here's the Boogie Movie.
What I really need, that growing feeling, to forget all my sorrow. What the fuck? Forget all my.
Wepa, what you got in that caleta? I'm from New York City, yeah, you know the Mecca. Come on. When that street deposit hit, then throw the check up. We be smoking fires out, you know Candela. Wepa, what you got in that caleta? I'm from New York City, yeah, you know the Mecca. Come on. When that street deposit hit, then throw the check up. We be smoking fires out, you know Candela. Perfect. Wepa, what you got in that caleta? I'm from New York City, yeah, you know the Mecca. Come on. When that street deposit hit, then throw the check up. We be smoking fires out, you know Candela. Wepa, what you got in that caleta? I'm from New York City, yeah, you know the Mecca. Come on. When that street deposit hit, then throw the check up. We be smoking fires out, you know Candela. Wepa, what you got in that caleta? I'm from New York City, yeah, you know the Mecca. When that street deposit hit, then throw the check up. We be smoking fires out, you know Candela. Hold up. Wepa, what you got in that caleta? I'm from New York City, yeah, you know the Mecca. Come on. When that street deposit hit, then throw the check up. We be smoking fires out, you know Candela. Wepa.
Our next guest is a film director, author, and creative visionary from the Bronx. Founder of the Concourse Art Foundation, he's behind festivals that spotlight film, comedy, and poetry, all about celebrating diverse voices and his hometown's creative scene. For today's Industry Insight, we sit down with Luis Miranda.
Hey everyone, I am in the studio here with Luis Miranda, filmmaker. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. It's an honor to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Of course. Welcome. So we got to chatting a little bit. So you're originally from New York.
Yes,
Yes.
from the Bronx specifically. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Love it. We're instant best friends.
Yes, exactly. I'm sure we're related somehow. Or
I hope.
something.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Do a 23 and me, find out.
Right,
I don't know.
right.
All right. So tell me about your journey.
Well, I started when I was like a teenager. I was an intern. Like I got into a high school program, like allowing me to be like a PA on set and film productions. Then I ended up being an intern for like production companies, and then I just kept on with it. I think because I was on set and kind of seeing everything.
Yeah.
I got the bug, and I was like, wow, this could be cool.
What's your favorite aspect in the filmmaking process?
So in the beginning, I started off trying to be an actor, to be honest. And then I realized that I'm far too shy to be in front of the camera. So kudos to you.
Well,
for
I
doing
appreciate you
this all the
coming
time.
out.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, you're right. And it was, I'm a storyteller at heart. So in acting, it took too much of a physical toll on me to like do it. And I just gravitated towards the writing and the directing part.
Cool.
Taking the reins on the outcome of a project was, I don't want to say that I'm a control freak, but like when I'm passionate about something, I need to see it all the way through.
Right.
And putting that responsibility on someone else is like scary to me.
It's your baby.
Right.
It's your baby.
Right,
I get it. And when you start off indie, you're wearing all the hats. So when you start to get a bigger project and that bigger
like,
budget, and you're like, oh, here's this person. Wait, I just have to do this. It's kind of hard to release those reins. So I get it. I get it. So let's talk about the Boogie.
Ooh.
Started as a novel and then evolved into a film.
Yes. So the Boogie was a love letter to the Bronx, given that I'm from the Bronx. And like I said, that I was always a storyteller, and I was like frustrated with the limits to the response I would get from like any work that I would do. And then once I directed my first like short film, I was like,
Here we go.
Right,
Yeah.
right. We got something going. So I myself, I'm only going to do 10 feature films in my career. Even though it's not like, I guess, smart to say, but I'm not really interested in, like I can help with other projects, but I'm really not interested in directing any other feature films other than my 10.
And that's okay, you know what you want.
Right.
Yeah.
But each 10 is going to be a different genre. So then the Boogie Movie is my comedy, but I didn't want to make like just any stereotypical like comedy. I wanted to make something that like had meaning to it, and if you watch it at face value, it's a comedy. But then if you were to like kind of pick out any moment of the film, you would see that there's a lot of like layers to it. And,
Nice.
you know.
Now, that was a big collab, wasn't it?
Oh, the Boogie, yes.
Yeah.
So in the Bronx, I started the Concourse Art Foundation. So the Art Foundation produces the Concourse Film Festival, the Concourse Comedy Festival, and the Concourse Poetry Festival. So as far as film festivals, I think we're the second film festival in the Bronx. We're the only comedy festival in the Bronx, and then we're the only poetry festival in the Bronx.
Wow.
So it's 3 different entities, but they're all under this, like one under umbrella. And that came from me being a filmmaker and wanting to show my work, and realizing that there were no like platforms in New York, you know? I mean, well, as far as like the Bronx.
As far as
So
the Bronx.
then I was like, all right, let's see if we can set that up. And through my work in the different festivals, I got to meet so many different artists around New York City. So then when I finally decided that I wanted to do the Boogie, or the Boogie Movie, everyone kind of jumped at the opportunity, I guess.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's the great part of networking, isn't it,
Yes,
though?
right,
That's
right,
so
right.
important. Everybody always asks, like, advice, network.
Right.
Network.
Right.
It's important.
Well, they say, my mentor always told me that your network is your net worth. So
There we go.
it's like, it's not what you know, it's who you know, but I like to take it a step further and say that it's not who you know, is how you know them.
That is true.
Because you can know a lot of people, doesn't necessarily mean they'll do anything for you.
That's a New York mindset. I like that.
Right.
I like it a
But
lot.
if we meet and we work on a project together, and I bought you lunch, and we have a little bit of
now,
a,
I mean,
you know,
that's the reality of it. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You can know a ton of people, but how
They
many
won't
people
really-
are going to actually help you out? So you also have a comic, The Element, right?
Yes.
And that's also with your son. Can we talk about that?
So I have 3 children. My son is 15. He's on the spectrum. And then my daughter, Kaisley, she's 7. And then a 3-year-old. But Josiah, my son, he has like a passion for like storytelling and the whole like I did. So he was really into like comic books. So I was like, all right, man, if we're going to do this, let's try to do it big. Because, you know, go hard, go home, you know?
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and there are no comic books where the character originates from the Bronx. So, like, Spider-Man is from Queens, Captain America's from Brooklyn.
We get left out.
There's none in the Bronx, right? So, yeah, he came up with the characters. We have like 40 villains. We did the first series. It's like 20 issues. We wrote all of them out. We have the backstories for all the characters. We did all this stuff. Now we're just looking for an artist to kind of partner with and kind of like draw them out. You know?
Absolutely. And I love that, you know, you're doing all these things, but you're also not forgetting where you came from, and you're actually bringing something to the Bronx.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's special and that's important. So what's next?
Well, so the Boogie Movie's being edited. It should be released this summer. We're going to take it on tour up and down the East Coast. Well, statistically, everywhere where New Yorkers move to, we're going to end up showing the film there.
Yeah.
Because like anyone in Florida knows, there's a bunch of people that are like, yeah, I'm from New York. You know?
Yeah,
so
there
then
is.
imagine if we premiere the movie, people are going to just come and see it. I'm hoping, at least.
Yeah.
after we finish with the Boogie Movie, I'm gonna finish with the Element and kind of at least get the first 3 issues done, so that way my son can kind of take that running. He's 15, so in the next 3 years, he should be in a good position. And then after that, I have 3 feature films that I'm kind of like developing, and they're all kind of on the same. So remember I said that I was gonna do 10 different genres.
Right.
The Boogie Movie is my comedy. I have my Western that's next, which will be a Western. It was Once Upon a Time in the Bronx.
Nice.
I have a thriller, which is called The Seahorse.
Okay.
And then Eyes in the Dark. Eyes in the Dark is my sci-fi.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I love to hear it. I can't wait to see what happens.
Thank you.
All right. Now, where can we find more information?
So you can go to IG and go to the Boogie Movie, at the Boogie Movie. If you want to know more about the Concourse Art Foundation, you can go to the cafnyc.org. That's www.cafnyc.org. And then as far as me, you can find me on Instagram on @TheMachoMiranda. And for the websites, I'd rather you go to the social media so that way you can.
And they'll find it all there.
Yeah.
Just like anything else. Well, Luis, thank you so much for
you.
spending some time with me here in the studio. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Of course, anytime. Well, that's it for me here in the studio. But stay tuned because there's more to come. If you would like to be a guest, have something to promote, or have your film featured on the show, visit us at our website at indiecinemashowcase.com. You can also catch past episodes while you're there.
Also, follow us on our socials, Facebook at ICS TV and on Instagram and X as well at ICS TV Show. You can also reach out to us by emailing us at icstv@yahoo.com.
ICS Fun Fact. Casablanca gave us some of the most famous lines ever, but its most iconic, "Here's looking at you, kid," wasn't even in the script. Humphrey Bogart actually said it off camera while teaching Ingrid Bergman poker. He liked it so much, he brought it into the scene, and the rest is movie history.
No. He's looking at you, kid.
Welcome back. Now it's time for our segment we like to call On Location with ICS. In this episode, we revisit the Central Florida Film Festival and talk to some of the filmmakers, including comedian and one of the stars of the Police Academy films, Michael Winslow.
Everyone, I'm here at the Central Florida Film Festival with Michael Winslow. How are you doing today? You just got the Hollywood Luminary Award. How does it feel?
I'm feeling great. This is wonderful. Thank you very much for letting me do this. Hopefully, the young filmmakers and writers out there, y'all come on. We're waiting for you.
Absolutely, we want
Make
to.
something, and make us proud.
Come on out. So, Michael, everyone knows you from Police Academy and Spaceballs. Is there a film that you worked on in the past that you really enjoyed working on that not many people talk about?
I've got about 20 of those,
Okay.
and every single one of us has one. You know the phrase, "This movie wasn't released; it escaped." That's how bad it was. Yeah, I got a few.
Yeah.
I got a few.
Yeah.
And I got a chance to see some old friends. But there've been a few films. But hopefully, it's not over yet. I'll get to make some more. We get to make some more, and maybe we'll make some here.
Yeah. Do you have any projects coming up anytime soon?
There's a few things coming up.
Yeah.
Please keep an eye on my social media, and we will announce it soon. I can't announce just yet, but it involves vinyl, it involves records, it involves music.
Oh, perfect. I'm so excited.
It'll be very noisy.
I'm really looking forward to it. One more question. I know you got to get going, but I was thinking about it earlier because you are the man of what, 10,000 voices, they say?
That's that now.
Way past it. What would you say it's probably at now?
470,000.
I like it. Okay. Yeah. So,
One video game is 3,000 noises, so that should tell you.
well, there you go. So, when you're on set and you have the sound team putting the lav on you and everything,
Yes.
do they have to, because you're going to be doing sound effects and things, do they have to change their adjustments to match you so it, you know?
You mean the pop screen filters? Yes, they will do that, and also if it's wrong, they'll try to put an attenuator, to try to. You folks with your iPhones and your Samsungs, an iPhone, a Samsung, a smartphone is a TV station in your hand.
Absolutely.
So you understand how you have to make things and see things and turn them down, turn them up.
Yes.
Well, sometimes when it's wrong, you got to go on the ADR stage. You got to voice it over. So now we get into voiceovers, another section, another part. So yeah, you can do this. You can make your stuff. Just study the folks that you like, and study the mistakes that they made, and study what they did right.
Yeah, absolutely. And now just one last question. If for anyone who wants to start doing sound effects with their own voice and using it for comedy, and what's the best advice you could give?
Be able to work clean or dirty, because the way that the entertainment system is now, there are some sections of entertainment that will not allow any profanity whatsoever, and then there are some sections that want it all dirty. In fact, they're mad at you if you're clean. So you got to be aware of the market that you are performing for.
All right. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much for being here. We loved having you at Cenflo this year. I hope you come back next year for the Big 20.
Yeah.
And
Mount Dora, y'all got it going on.
absolutely. Thanks so much.
For our final segment, films you should see before you die. This week, Noises Off from 1992, directed by Peter Bogdanovich. It stars a powerhouse cast: Michael Caine, Carol Burnett, Christopher Reeve, John Ritter, Marilu Henner, Nicolette Sheridan, Julie Haggerty, Mark Lynn Baker, and Denholm Elliott in his final role. What a cast! The story? A theater cast stumbling through a disaster of a dress rehearsal, or tech rehearsal, or dress rehearsal. Missed lines, props flying, and backstage drama that's just as wild as what's happening on stage for the crowd. Noises Off is rated PG-13, and it's our must-watch film to see before you die.
Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of ICS. We want to thank Luis Miranda for sitting down with me and the team behind the Central Florida Film Festival.
Central Florida, Cenflo.
Yeah.
You got Brendan, you got Jen. That whole crew puts on an amazing event.
Yes,
over there.
even Alana.
Yeah? Oh yeah, Alana.
Fabulous.
And you do great with those awards too. We hope you learned something new, saw something that you loved, or got inspired to get off your couch and go make a movie of your own. Who knows? It might be good enough for us to screen on the next Indie Cinema Showcase.
And don't forget to follow us on our socials, Facebook at ICS TV, Instagram at ICS TV Show, and YouTube at Indie Cinema Showcase.
And if you want a chance to have your work, event, convention, or film festival featured on ICS, send us an email at icstv@yahoo.com.
Until then, the set is closed, and as they say in the movie business, that's a wrap.
See you next time.